My name is Kacy Seitz, and I would like to tell the story of the birth of my daughter, Hudsyn Ann. Hudsyn is now almost 4 years old, and when she came into this world, we were planning a natural birth. And quite suddenly, she changed the course of our lives with some complications, and as a result, was born with special needs. During that first few months of her life, it was very difficult for my husband and I. This was our very first child. And specifically, I leaned on the principles of this teaching in the first few days of her life. The very first time I held my daughter was 4 days after she was born, and we didn't know if she was going to live or pass because of her diagnosis. So we had doctors telling us that, if she doesn't wake up in the next few days, we're going to have to make some really tough decisions. And so that was hard. That was one of the most impactful moments of any parent's life, when you are expecting a very normal, typical child and you're delivered something completely different. During those first few days, we were bombarded with medical information, and one of those days I had asked everyone to leave the NICU room so that I could spend some time alone with Hudsyn, because I was really sinking into fear and anxiety and not knowing what was going to happen. I held her in my arms, and I looked at her and I said, it's okay if you go, but we would really love it if you stayed. And I remember thinking, so this is what release is. This is what letting go is. And I was very at peace when that happened. It was as if Spirit was really just there with us in the room. And I became extremely close to this teaching. I had been studying it for 3-4 years pretty intensely, and had not had a situation like this where I really became so close to it that it really embodied everything in our life at the time. 2 days later, my daughter woke up from her coma, and ever since then, we've been so grateful. We do daily gratitudes. We have fun. We're a wonderfully joyous family. We have another a son who is 1.5 and is typical, and he loves his sister completely. And Hudsyn has just become kind of a spotlight at CSL, and one that we really just kind of follow her lead when she rolls into the room in her wheelchair. So this teaching has been a light, a touchstone, and because of the principles, when we sing in church on Sunday, I release and I let go, I really know that. I know that to the deepest part of my heart, and it's very, very good.
In my dreams I can fly. If there's no hope, tell me why. In my dreams I can fly.